Grand final of qualifier number 6, best of 3 series between the Hardos and Team Ash. Yeah, the Russians, Team Ash, they made it into the grand final with a 2-0 victory that I didn't think was possible the way the first map went. But then again, the same thing can be said about the Hardos, who were able to take down Team Wah, which was very impressive. So good for them. But now we, of course, are going to see who takes it here. The Hardos come in as the favorite. They are one of the top 3 teams in Europe consistently. Team Ash, they're currently knocking at the door of the top 4. They want to establish themselves in a good position in the rankings so that they have a better start into the playoffs. That's definitely the game plan here. They've been very diligent and disciplined about participating in every single qualifier so far. So they're really locking the points in here. So good for them. And yeah, no matter what happens here to them, a second place for them goes a long way. But of course, ideally, you take first, get those points, and then cement your position within the top 4. For now, we got the support spanned out again. So we're on 2 with Spider Queen, which has always been one of the favorite maps for the Hardos. Obviously, it was their map choice as well, since we have first pick, first ban, as you can tell, for Team Ash. Junkrat gets banned out now. And I guess Team Ash has a bit of an... Well, to be fair, both of these teams were able to watch the semi-final match of the other team. So they have a little bit of an idea of what today is going to be the pick priority. Blaze over Jojo is actually interesting. Morenas for Blaze. He's really... I mean, Blaze is a great pick. He's also strong on Blaze. But now Hanzo gets picked. That takes Hanzo away from Bishops. That's one of the reasons why they're going into an early Hanzo. And they pick Jojo. So once you see that Blaze pick on first, I mean, it was obvious that Johanna at least would be taken by the blue team. Stukov is up as a support. Yeah, and with Varian, you have to go for Stukov. I mean, duh. So the second that they locked in Varian, you knew what was coming. You can play Varian also, of course, with Malfurion as a follow-up with Brightwing to an extent. But Stukov is the go-to if you want to use that particular combo and really snipe heroes. So now Vala gets banned out. Lunara is still up. Anduin gets banned. Anduin is a really good counter pick against Varian. So, yeah, first of all, it's because Varian is so embarrassed of calling Anduin his son that he is having trouble when Anduin is on the other side because he's so ashamed that he can't fully focus on the battle at hand. And that's something that allies of him and team members have criticized in the past a lot, but he can't really get past that. And I can totally understand that. If Anduin was my son, I would be ashamed too. But the other reason is because every single time you use taunt, then Anduin can just like pull the target out. So yeah, that's one of the main reasons. He's like a really good denier for any kind of like combo that tries to burn a target down. And we get Probius. Probius is getting played, okay. That came out of nowhere. I like it. And that got Kane. This is actually the 3rd or 4th time that we have Probius on Tomb of the Spider Queen. I don't think that the Hardos played it here yet, but we had some teams that tried to make it work. Obviously, I got to rework as well. So yeah. Off we go with Falstad and Lunara. So the birdie can gust some targets away, maybe create a little bit of space. Lunara also for some damage here. But we still need a bit more on the side lane. Well, not the side lane. We need another damage dealer more so. Maybe another melee, honestly. Is Sneak really gonna play Probius? Is that gonna be a thing? Urel by Copenhagen. And I guess we're gonna get Nyx Probius. Really? From IF and Kerrigan and Genji to Probius. Okay. Well, show me what you got, baby. Let's go. Game number 1. Tomb of the Spider Queen. The grand final of qualifier number 6. The Hardos against Team Ash. Bad Benny on Jojo. We got Hazo on Hanzo. Hans, aka Nick, on Probius. Copenhagen on Urel. And Yasu on Deckard Kane. Alright, Nick. Show me what you got. Probius. Bring it. Morenas for Blaze. On Blaze for Team Ash. We got Bishops on Falstad, Renella on Stukov. Mitra is playing Lunara and Donato's playing Varian. So, I mean, again, you guys know the drill. This is a composition that the Hardos in the past have played a lot and very successfully. For a time, Benny played nothing else but Varian. So it's all about taunt, Stukov follow-up, and then damage, and a little bit of damage. Blow the target to pieces. Something that was even in the days of HGC played. The Frenchies did it back then. Forgot the team name, honestly. But in the first season, we had exactly that style played, and with success. Greymane and Liming back then were the follow-ups on the taunt, and those guys could do work. Throw the bullet out, make sure that you get a good combo with Liming, and your target is gonzo. Over here, wave clear is a little bit more important. By the way, Probia is on level 1 with the Echo Pulse. We've seen Probias a couple of times, and so far the build hasn't really changed too much from what we observed in the past, ever since the rework there. This is a map where you need a lot of wave clear too, so Probias can definitely help out a bit here. But, yeah. On the one hand, it's kind of cool that we are seeing him. On the other hand, it's unexpected. We got on the right side of the map the camp taken. Blue team hasn't so far made any moves to get their own bruiser camp, but they might actually go for the siege giant camp now. So that's the next one. And in terms of talents, we got Adrenaline Stimpack. Got the low blow here. Talked a little bit about Probius already. We're going to keep our eye on him. Now, the question is obviously, can they get close to him? Probius is having that usual problem that he is very squishy. And therefore, if there is anyone that can close the gap quickly, that would be a problem. Talking about problems, Morenas has one. He has a big one here. And the first one is that his hit points are at 0, so he's dead. Counter kill, maybe. Maybe not. Careful. Stukov gets attacked here. Yeah, Urel was already trying to jump in, but that's first blood in the game. The Hardos taking a little bit of a lead against Team Ash. Looking also in the early level 4, which gives us the Photon Barrier. Alright, Photon Barrier is in. God, I hate probes. As a Zerg player, honestly, when you see a probe alone on the map, you know there's like a cannon rush coming somewhere. There's always some kind of shit. That proxy gate is gonna be somewhere. And so yeah, death to all probes, that's my motto. Lunara, talking about death, she's as dead as Bambi, his mommy. So that's 2 kills to 0. And that's an entire wall that already gets destroyed. Yeah, the Hardos, they are up. This is a real nice start for them. They get 2 kills to 0, they have a slight experience. They were able to take the entire wall down at the bottom of the map. Maybe a little bit of pressure in the middle. They themselves lost nearly nothing, even though there was already a bruiser camp taken by the red team. And their own bruiser camp, more importantly, is still up for grabs. They also have a lead in gems that they could use to get the first turn in and apply continuous pressure at the bottom of the map now too. So yeah, off to a good start, I'd say. Blue team with 33 gems now turned in. Bambi over here, still hopping around. And I haven't said this in a long time, so here's the PSA. I know that there's not always the same people watching. Did you guys know that Bambi is male? Mind-blowing, right? Like, I honestly, the entire time, I don't know why, I thought Bambi is a girl. And then at some point, I said it, and someone was like, does he not know that Bambi is a guy? And I was like, shut up. It's like, bullshit. And I actually looked it up. I looked it up, and yes, Bambi is male. And then I also remembered that at the end of the movie, which I haven't watched in I don't know how many years, Bambi turns into like a majestic stag. So yeah, fucking Bambi is male. Who knew? Like, who knew? Seriously. And people always react the same. Half of them are like, duh, and the other half is like, no way. So it's actually kind of interesting. Either way, Bambi at this point died already once and is still like one of the most toxic heroes in the game. All that poison and everything. It's kind of crazy. So for now, we have them a little bit behind in XP, and there is a turn in on the horizon for the blue team for sure. They can turn in whenever the fancy tickles them. Blue team has turned in 33, they hold 33, and the red team hasn't really made any big moves towards the turn in just yet. No. You can't die. You can't die, dude. Like, if anyone can die, it's not you. 24 gems. Yeah, and he's dead. He's dead. Can they recover the gems? Bambi's hopping in. Denado takes a few of them, but they... the hunter. Oh dear. Bambi needs to be a bit careful here. That was nearly a follow-up kill. So they lost a few, but now both of the teams could turn in, and it is Copenhagen that delivers for the blue team. Top side, careful. The birdie. Honestly, if you go through the lineup of Team Ash, that reads like a menu. You have a little bit of deer over there. You have chicken. I mean, you got it all. You got Blaze to barbecue it nicely for you. Oh, I'm getting hungry. I haven't eaten in a while. Alright, I'm gonna get some food after this one. I can tell you that already. So now we got level 10 nearly kicking in, and just look at this beautiful timing. You got the objective and you got level 10 coming in at the same time. Yeah, this one is gonna be a toughie, isn't it? They defend at least in the middle of the map, but Denado himself also has to be careful. With 42 gems, he holds the hopes and dreams of the red team in his hands. But now that they have level... Oh, big arrow! And there's the chicken for dinner. Yeah, that chicken got roasted. Nice arrow from Hanzo, and that fort is gonna fall. And at the bottom of the map, yes, Copenhagen has already done some solid work here too. 50% of the HP gone. That one's a no-brainer. 4 kills to 0. Bambi is still on the run. There's the taunt. But Lunara is not gonna have an issue here. And again, Denado can't die. The old man with the big sleeper. They're gonna kill him. They're gonna kill Denado, aren't they? No, they're not. They have Probius in the middle. They're buying themselves a little bit of time for Probius to do some work here. No level 10 still for Team Ash, so they are aggressively pushing the middle. Diving the fort, they don't give a shit. Now they have to slowly move out, but yep. The old man is in and is doing his thing. Oh, bait it, baby! Denado's, I mean, they're not killing him, but they're killing everything else. Big combo there. And an easy double kill. Lunara and Stukov both eliminated. Oh boy. Oh man, that was an easy one. Yep, that was easy right there. They got Kane, he knows things. Like, he's going full boomer on you. He's telling you stories. I actually thought about it. Like, I grew up when when I was a kid, we still had... I mean, I grew up with cassettes. So we had cassettes and cassette decks. But I still remember the time before cassettes. The first CDs that we had, oh my god, having a CD player in the house. Woo! Like, my dad brought in the new tech. That was hype. Can you imagine someone that is actually like, oh, wait a second. Varian. You have to deal with the second Web Weaver wave now too. So, by the way, Probius went into tower defense and the pylon overcharge. In terms of the numbers here, we have currently nearly 100,000 siege damage for the probe already. Level 13, another big lead in talents. And now that all of the forts are destroyed, we of course talking keeps. So the Hardos, they're playing Team Ash. They're playing them to the wall here. And, yep. Lunara in particular has to be careful right now. And here comes the play for Denado. Like, if he dies, it's over. I'm just calling it. If he goes down and loses those 49 gems, it's just over. As long as you hold your gems and you can potentially get multiple turn-ins in a row, you can recover on this map. You definitely can. So, yeah. The big problem is they didn't even get a single kill yet. So, up to this point, Team Ash has not delivered a single gem. They have not gotten a single kill. They haven't taken a single structure down. The Hardos have a chance to make this a perfect game. Let me see. Are we talking major structures or full structures? Yeah, they haven't even taken a gate down. So guys, this could be a perfect game. This could be a perfect game if the Hardos are continuing this way. Varian is the only one that hasn't died yet. On the red team, of course. Yeah, they're thinking about it. They thought about the boss. So, here's the arrow. Oh dear. Bambi's in trouble. And Bambi's dead. I think one of those two leaps would have been enough. The second one might have been a mistake. Just a hunch. And now Stukov is dead too. So they are chasing them. I mean, they are chasing them hard across the map. 33 gems for the blue team. Denado, I don't know why you would re-engage here. That man has a death wish. Either he's... I mean, yeah. And they still can't kill him. I mean, he's giving them opportunity after opportunity, but now with the catapult and the camp, plus the minion wave, I think that keep is going to take at least some damage. It has definitely seen better days. So now we have another engage by Denado. That man is playing with fire, and he taunts the probe. All you Protoss have to do is a move. And yep, I mean, he's not wrong. Is he gonna die? No, he's not! And they killed 3! And the gems are gone. Blaze died. Varian is still alive, but they lost way too many. They still have 50, but another arrow. Look at Hazu. Today he is hitting everything. Our little Wilhelm Tell over here. So now we have level 16 to level 13. 12 kills to 0. Guys, it's a perfect game. Unless Nick screws it up again, it's a perfect game. They're going for the core. They lost no structure. The opponent didn't turn in a single gem. And they didn't lose a single hero. Until now. It's not over yet. No! No! Benny! Stop feeding! Why the hell did you do that? I mean, Benny has been reported. He denies the perfect game. Still a nearly flawless victory for the Hardos as they take the lead in the grand final. Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV. Game number 2! Battlefield of Eternity. Screw that Benny guy. Let's be honest here. Just screw that Benny. Nearly a perfect game. They had it all. And then he just ints at the core. And screws it up. Unbelievable. I mean, honestly, not a single gem turned in. No structure eliminated. Not even a wall. And then he dies. I want to slap him, seriously. Ugh. Benny. What are we going to do with you? So, Zarya gets banned when Battlefield of Eternity, so they're trying to make sure that there's like no death ball that clumps up at the bottom. I wonder if they have something else planned here too. The Probius play on the last map worked out for them. So now we have Rhaegar and Lucia banned, but we get Li Ming. Okay. I have the feeling that we're going to see some, potentially, we're going to get some glass cannon builds here. If you dominate that hard in the first map, and now if you get a halfway decent draft, he's going to go full YOLO on this one. You know he will. You know he will. So, yeah. What's the picks? Do we get Stukov again? Anubarak and Vala. Alright. My girl is in the house. Let's get Vala going over here. Double support, yes, no. Arrow build, or maybe... Yeah, most likely arrow build, but could be an auto attack star. Who knows? What does our train conductor play today? If you don't know the train conductor story, Benny first of all rides the train mount all the time, but he also apparently works or worked at a train station. Like at one of those stations, I don't know what they are called, you know, like where he has like... what are these things called that you see in the restaurants all the time? You know, where you decide which track the train goes. And in one of the tournaments, he told us before the tournament that he has to pause for like 2 or 3 minutes at very specific times. And everybody was like, why the fuck? Like, how do you know that you have to pause the game at that time? I mean, even if you have a delivery coming, how can you know that they will be there at that time? It's like, oh no, it's like because... I have to let a train through. So he was playing at work from a laptop, and apparently he had to like make sure that the train was going down the right track. And yeah, it was absolutely perfect. I don't know if he's like an operator there, what exactly his job is, but it has something to do with trains. So at that point, everybody's just imagined Bad Benny sitting there the entire time, like choo choo, and making sure that it worked out. Just imagine the news in Sweden the other day. It's like train disaster. Big train, 2 trains crash into each other because train boy was had to play Heroes of the Storm match, something along those lines. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why everybody's making jokes about Benny being a train conductor, and also why he rides in most of the games, or in some of the maps, he rides a train mount. Not in all of them. Got a little bit sidetracked here, but we get Stitches. Stitches on Battlefield with a Blaze follow-up. Okay, we get the light bomb from Anduin. Lulnara is in the house. So we got 2 damage dealers, one to poke them down slowly. Also with Thornwood Vines from a distance. And then Nick to finish things off. Single support for now. Anubarak Urel, always a good combo. Always has been. Plus Vala. Bit of a moment of truth. Yeah, Bishop is not going to play support. We're going to get a second damage dealer. 100%. So, yeah. Chromie! Alright, alright. Shut up. So, Chromie's in, Battlefield Eternity, everybody. Map number 2, the lead goes currently to the Hardos. Let's see if they can give Stitches some playtime. If Benny hits those hooks. And, well, if Team Ash can fight back and force game 3. Or if this is the end of the road for them in qualifier number 6. The Hardos are in the lead. Copenhagen in the second game for them plays Blaze now. We got Bet Benny on Stitches. Hazu Ops on Lunara, Yasu on Anduin, and Nick on his account. Hans plays Leeming. Going on level 1, straight into the Force Armor, no Ether Walk here. We get Renella on Brightwing for Team Ash, Denado on Anuburak, Murenas on Urel, and Bishops on Vala. And at the last, we get Maitri on Chromie. Alright. So, let's see if they can claw their way back into the series and win game number 2 of Benny's hooks are connecting. Yeah, Chromie, of course, with the poke from afar. and Nick is eating them immediately. Yeah, there's the hits right there. Okay, so let's go and see what Chromie can do. It's going to be a little bit of a mage battle, of course, as well. The poke from afar here. On the one hand, you have Harzobs with the level 10 later on, and his Thornwood Binds if he goes down that path and not for Leap, but more so Li Ming against Chromie. The hooks already keep coming. At level 13, he obviously gets the extended range one way or another. So that's good for them. But yes, top side, that's where we now have our 1 versus 1. We get Morenas off against Copenhagen. With the 1 minute mark, the camps are going to pop up, and then we're going to probably see the first few fights. I mean, they're already battling it out a bit here. But yeah, they're getting in position right there. Hazu Ops. Yeah. The vision granted. Yeah, immediately when you have Chromie, the Time Walker's Pursuit is obviously kind of nice. I like the spray game. Absolutely on point. I like this one. Now, they give the camp up. They don't go for it, but Urella has already started to move to the top camp and claim it, with Vala now making a rotation there as well. It's going to be an even trade in camps. Both of them are going to get a Khazra camp. So, there's that. We have 3 arrows for a Hallelujah. Or for Vala. And Chromie is getting slapped around a little bit, but Brightwing with the big save. Yeah! Fruit Fly saving the gnome over here. Our little fake dragon was close. That could have been a kill. But, I mean, Bet Benny at this point, he's sitting at the Patchwork Creation here. Obviously, pretty difficult to take him down, but not for lack of trying. Gets the Devour into it. Denado, on the other hand, he might be in trouble. Another hook, and this one connects hard. And this is the end. Chromie is down. First blood. She always liked to get slapped around a little bit. Yeah, I thought it's kinky as well, but I mean, she likes it, so what are you gonna do? I mean, we're not kink-shaming over here, okay? We talked about ASMRs earlier today. That's creepy, but that one's fine. Hello? The fuck? I mean, Bishop's just committing honorable Sudoku over here and goes down hard, so I have no idea what that was. But either he expected there was be some kind of assistance, or he blanked a little bit, but he just straight up committed Subaru over here. So, that's a kill. And, yeah, I mean, fair enough. Vala is coming back for the objective, but that came out of nowhere. So, yeah, interesting. Unexpected. The Vital Cleaver is in, and we also got the repeating arrow now. But they are starting to burn down the Immortal a little bit. The thing is, though, I don't know if they can really match the attack speed or the speed that we get from the Hardos. And currently, it's actually pretty much a 50-50. So good for them. But Benny is also taking quite a lot of damage. He's trying to land those additional hooks again. And they're going for Chromie once more. So it's not only the hook, but they're following up on it. And Maitri gets slowed down way too hard and is gonna die again. Yeah, that's the end of Chromie. This time it was actually the Shaman that took it down. And they are pushing them completely back here. The entire bot lane gets pressured. Bishops is going far out but get healed by Brightwing. Oh, Urel! Not even close. Yeah, that could have been a follow-up kill. 3 kills to 0. Lunara is slowly taking the Immortal down. Now they're trying to go for Stitches, but Benny still hasn't died, and Anduin is making sure that it takes them a little bit longer to take him down. But the thing is, Stitches turned it around and killed Vala, so at least traded his life for a kill. Yasuo, then again, is also a little bit alone. Dances straight in their face, but he falls eventually. Now, as all of this happens, with level 7 in the Calamity, Nick nearly got a few more kills in, but is not able to pull it off. Obviously, they're so close on the Immortal that they're going to get it this time. They have a lead in experience, 4 kills to 2, and we also got the second helping at this point. So yeah, one of the Gambit talents that we have in play for him. Vala with the arrow connecting. Monster Hunter is going to serve her well on the second objective, but the first one is going to be controlled by the blue team, and that's what they're doing topside right now. So here's the play for fort number 1. They already opened the side wall up, so Stitches can start landing those hooks from an angle if he gets a hit. Yeah, those pesky beetles are of course a bit of a nuisance. Bishop's already rotating away. Arrows are connecting. Alright. They go for Denado and he has to dive out. They might still be able to get him. Brightwing is ruining the potential kill, but they're getting a lot of damage on the fort. Urel has to help out here too, so we'll see what they can do here. They are not able to take the fort yet, but they're getting close. And the fight isn't over yet. Copenhagen is also diving out, and here comes the Nubarak re-engaging. They try to go for Benny. Obviously, he now has one of the Gambit talents, so every single kill against him is a win. And a big one at that, as you can see here. So, yeah, it's all about the shield. So, makes it a little bit easier for him. I mean, Gambit talents are fairly interesting, especially for Vala. I kind of like it because it also makes an auto-attack build possible for her. It's not really in style anymore. We had a bit of a period where nearly everybody played a double support with Vala. Right now, it's not that common any longer. But there's a lot of things where I was really not a fan when Blizzard introduced them. I hated the medallion. I hated the weather shit that they put in there. All this crap that nobody asked for. And that they are like, no, we know what you really want. So, yeah, experience globes, same bullshit. But Gambit talents were honestly kind of cool. So that's an interesting adjustment that added a lot on some heroes at least. Now, Copenhagen nearly dying here. A lot of helping hands also been thrown out by Benny. Trying, of course. Worked on Hans, on Nick earlier. But they still look on the level 10. And right now, you don't want to fight this one. This is a real problem for Team Ash. They might lose a few heroes here if they are not careful. Especially once that level 10 hits. And against the Nubarak, we're most likely going to get Disintegrate on Liming. Against the Cocoon. I mean, you could still play it out with Wave of Force, but it's not that often that you see that. It's just always a cooldown victory. Yeah, but he still plays it. He still goes for the Wave of Force here. So even in that scenario, he doesn't go for Cocoon. Fort at the top lane has finally been taken down, so there's that. And yeah, next objective is also up. And we get the Putric Bile. No Gorge, all Bile. Level 10 on both sides. But they are late to the party. Their own camp is taken a bit late here. And now, as you can see, that is nearly a halftime show victory before they're even fighting over it in any way, shape, or form. They go for Bad Benny. He comes in for the Devour. He goes deep. I mean, he really goes deep on this one. There's the Light Bomb. He connects it with 3 of them, and the bunker saves him. Bishops is nearly down. Brightwing with the save. Urel low, and they are just getting fully pushed back here. So, yep. Not bad. I mean, 4 kills to 2, and they're looking in 100% shield if that continues. It's bad enough that the Shaman camp at the bot lane is about to take down the fort. Now, thankfully for Team Ash, the same is happening topside, so both of the teams are losing structure if this continues, and the Russians are getting aggressive now. They are realizing that they need to make a few plays here, so better risk losing a hero or two, but at least making a move than just sitting down passively and letting it happen. And they are able to get Liming. So that's a big step into the right direction. Good for them. Bottom fort has not quite been destroyed just yet. The top fort, on the other hand, is about to fall. Copenhagen is also low on mana too. And there's just fire from Chromie time and time. They did it, guys, they made it work. They pushed them back, they got the kill. And yeah, it's a little bit frustrating if you're playing for the Hardos or if you're a Hardo fan, because that must frustrate the hell out of you. You're losing the objective because of 2,000 hit points. 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 2,000 It's kind of ridiculous. So, good shit. Team Ashe, that was big. Imagine them losing this one with 100% shield. That's their bottom fort gone, 100%, and maybe even the keep. Yeah, well, maybe not falling, it's a bit too early. But at least losing hit points. So that was a big step for them. Well done. But of course they have to fall off now. And level 13, keep it in mind, it will extend the range of Stitch's hook. So his moves from afar are going to become even more dangerous. Now, this fort, even if they get it, I doubt it will happen, honestly. Yeah, Benny has Putrid Bile also up. I know, the Immortal is actually strong enough. A little bit more poke and they got this one. Yeah, seems like we're even in structures right now. Yep. Absolutely even in structures. Even down to the hit point. So, who is taking the first one? And who gets level 13 now? I kind of like it. Team Ashe is really fighting back here. Yeah, for now. 13 is also going to reveal... Oh, yes, that's another kill. Anduin is dead. Anduin is dead. These cocoons and then diving past him are really working for them. Lunara with tons of damage. That, on the other hand, was a bit annoying. So, yeah, that wave of force that we just saw from Liming kind of screwed Bad Benny. That hook would have connected. But would have, could have, should have. That doesn't help you. If you don't get the kill at the end of the day, then that's just what it is. So now Nick still firing the combos out and getting good connects. Closing on 13 more and more. And yeah, Anduin is back to business. 4 kills to 4. They take the camp, and here it is, the 13. And yes, of course he goes Glass Cannon. I knew it. I knew it. Nick is having some fun now. The boots are in again. We got the collision course. And he's going for the fort. So 1 fort down. A little bit more catapult pressure for them now. Level 13 any second for Team Ashe as well. Objective is announced again. So we're going to have another even talent battle between the two of them. Okay, let's go. And let's check that out. What do we get? We got the Gloom. Yeah, against Liming. That makes a whole lot of sense. If Chromie connects with Liming, she can pretty much one-shot her. Yeah, big hooks right now. All the long-distance hooks, just YOLOing them out time and time again. Hoping for a lucky punch here. Vision has already been granted. Camps taken, of course, on both sides. And yes, Benny is looking for the moves again. Ah, good move by Hazu too. Moving out of this one. And therefore able to burn Inado down. But he dodges out on the jet propulsion. Has to cocoon then again. So that's a bit of a problem. Already getting pressured back. Hook any moment, I'd say. Oh, my try. Yeah. That one nibbled at her feet. For sure. Yeah, but Chromie is firing away against the Immortal. They are going toe-to-toe here. Fight after fight between the two of them. Not a ton of kills, but there's a lot of action happening and a lot of brawling. Yeah, Bad Benny, he's super hit point heavy at this point, of course. So yeah, he needs to just eat all of that damage here. Time and time again. Chromie with Sand Blasts. Dragon Breaths. I mean, he is really getting hit hard. So there they are again. Another hook if he gets into a good position. But as they're pushed, the problem is they're losing the Immortal this way. Yeah, they're looking for kills the entire time, but with Bad Benny having to fall back and then hoping for these connects with the hooks, they are always in a position back here, which allows the red team to go for the Immortal. So they're losing objectives this way. And if they can't get the kills that they're hoping for, then this is, in the long term, not a viable strategy. So it's tricky. And those just don't connect. Copenhagen was already in a position for the jet propulsion, but it turned against him. Now he finds himself in a bad spot. They were trying to push it past the Immortal. Team Ashe is running a tight ship here. The fort is down, so now they're even in structures, but the push is still continuing, and we got 30 stacks by now for Vala as well. So she's getting faster and faster in dealing with the Immortal. I don't think that the keep falls here. There's a chance that it does, but they should be able to defend it. With Lunara in particular. There's the light bomb again. Bunker's already on the ground, and they're using that. But yeah, the wall falls. The keep is going to take damage, but they should be able to save it. Copenhagen is low. Yeah, Nick, I mean, he does the damage. He has 49,000 damage, but they're not getting the kills right now. This might be an opportunity for them to drop Bad Benny. No, he's still alive. The hook, finally. Good stun. And there's the kill on an Uberak. It has to be. Yeah, They drop him. The Immortal is also gone. Oh, yes, there's the kill. Nick comes in and he gets the thingy kill, the kill with the ult. What's this shit called again? The Wave of Force. There we go. The Wave of Force kill. Oh yeah. Pops the fruit fly like a pimple. Easy kill. So now Vala is at least taking the top camp. They got the early level 16. And that gives us a bit of synergy with the level 7 talent. Digestive juices. Oh yeah. And we got the Glyph of Faith. Plus the Fireflies here. So they're already going for keep. 6 kills to 4. Epic Enter has been taken. So that Anubarak can epically enter the opponent's backline in a team fight. And can use the Epicenter for the stun connect. Seething Hatred in addition to that too. But yep, let's go. Another hook, another miss. But Benny isn't really... Urel. She didn't have the cooldown on her ult, or she might have even panicked and popped this one. Because that one was close for a second. Now top side, they still need to deal with that. Next objective isn't just announced yet. But time to go. Can they get this one? Yeah, they defeat that. They have to push this back a little bit. Hardos popping back into the Nexus for a little bit of extra mana. They're going for the camp here as well. It's really annoying for Team Ash, I suppose, that they are so close on the timer, because they're always going to be a little bit late to the objective, the way this is working out right now. Everybody is ready, and it's just like, yeah, just beat it down as quickly as you can. So this time they're kind of safe at the right moment, but yeah. Defensive position, can get that hook maybe. Yeah, try and get Chromie here. It's all about position now, and vision, of course. That's where Chromie is really helpful with her level 1. Yeah, 33 stacks. There's the hit. He doesn't have Gorge, so there's not really a risk of anybody being pushed back. And you can't match Vala at this point. Vala, even with 33 stacks, she is just crushing this. So again, it's the red team that is ahead on the Immortal. They need teamfight victories. And the more the game... I mean, the longer the game lasts and the more the scales, the harder for her. So yeah, get a little bit more. They zone them as best they can. Got the defensive position now. And Bishops is actually missing an arrow here. Was trying to vault back in. Get another stack for themselves. The Experience Lead, on the other hand, is a really nice cushion for the Hardos. If they can continue that to 20. Oh, Chromie got hit. That's a problem, and goodbye. Yep. Nick following up on Lunara and the slow plus damage, and now they can clean house. Now there's a no range poke any longer, and Nubura gets away, which is ridiculous in the first place. They're trying to get more, they get Urel, she's not gonna make it, so that's a kill for them, and that's obviously an Immortal that they're gonna win. It's kind of crazy that Nubura survived all of this. A third kill would have been fantastic here, but now they got 8 kills to 4, and that's really the moment where they can try and go for the top keep. Because that's where the Immortal is gonna go, the entire wall is still intact. They still need to deal with that minion wave or the duo here as quickly as they possibly can. But yeah, those were big, big kills. They were important. 64,000 damage by now for Nick. Glass Cannon paying off, died only once. And yeah, they melted Chromie away. She died 3 times now, and they're getting closer and closer to level 20, which obviously makes all of this even more important. So there's a big chance for the Hardos now to win this with a 2-0. They don't want to go to game 3. Team Ash has done a great job fighting this back, and a lot of these Immortal fights ended in their favor. But right now, it's the blue team that is in the driver's seat. They are making the plays. Nice dodge by my try again, but Anubarak. Oh, ho, ho. Nick again with a wave of force, and he nearly got Dinado in an awkward position here. But this keep is not making it. No, they're not saving this keep. Nick needs to be careful. They want to dive on him. He has Glass Cannon, so he is insanely vulnerable. But he's always moving back out in time. And Urel died, so did the keep. And they go for core. They might be able to end it all here. Everybody is a little bit low. If they don't end, they at least will do some serious damage to the core, as you can see already. 94, 92%. Not sure if Lunara can get close enough. They're too low in HP. They have to retreat here. They do 10% damage roughly, but that's all that they seem to be able to do here. Unless, of course, they get more kills now. Unless they get more kills. What a jet propulsion. Hitting 2, and it's... No way. They don't even get a single kill. No, they get a Nubarak. They get a Nubarak. They want my try, and they can't claim him. But they get more damage on the core. And Benny is just sitting there. He's just tanking it. He's like, let's go, boys. We can do this. They got level 20, of course, as well now. 70% on the core. My try needs to be saved by Brightwing, or this is another kill. Even Bishops is just eating one missile hit after another. But yeah, it's rough. Oh, Li Ming! Yeah, she's dead. A little bit baited by Anduin, honestly. The light bomb was on her, and then she thought she had a chance. But now they're on the run, and they're all low. They have no mana, they have no hit points. Beautiful save by Yasu. A little bit of a bait by Benny, of course, as well. Hoping for them to go on him. 58% on the core. Catapults did a bit more damage. But yeah, they won't be able to end here. They're trying for the bottom keep, though. The Russians, boys. They're going for it again. They're going to go for the bottom keep here. 36 seconds until Li Ming is back, and they're realizing they got a chance. Or do they actually play it safe now? No way. Really? Safe? Who are you, and what did you do with Team Ash? What's happening here? Alright, so they actually fall back. Ah, they want level 20. Yeah, okay, fair enough. They want level 20, and they have to deal with this one too. Alright. Don't want to risk it right now against the level 20 talent. So yeah, 10 kills to 5. Immortal is up, and they get a bit of a head start here. One would think. It's actually good damage from the blue team. So, well, let's see. Who wins this one? The halftime show victory for the red team already. And now they have the level 20. Acrobat is in, Seraphim, and it's time for the party. This one is... I mean, this one is a big one. 21 minutes into the game, Immortals hurt at this point. So do Catapults. So they're starting to poke aggressively. Core is at 58%, but thanks to the mercenary camp that is now marching through the top lane, it shouldn't become an issue anytime soon, even with the Catapult spawning. And Li Ming is dealing with the bot lane a little bit here. But yeah, who is gonna take it? Already Urel at the side looking for an... Oh, what a hook! She's dead. She has to at least ult. Okay, she ults and Brightwing comes in. But that initiates the battle. Yeah, they needed to help her. And so that's already some of the ults burned. Urel is now vulnerable. Vulnerable for the next 2 minutes. Also, this is a bit vulnerable. The hook hits an Uburak. They get some damage on Denado. Top lane might become a problem, but those catapults still work in their favor. So I don't think that the camp can take down the entire keep. But boy, this could still be taken easily by Team Ash if they got a good teamfight victory. The stun and the bunker. There it is. Bunker barely thrown out. Jet propulsion connects, and Urel gets healed by Brightwing once again. But now they go for Bishops and Vala. Oh my god! Are you serious? Vala is alive! And they save that Benny. Cocoon on Anduin, but he still saves them. Jet propulsion connects again. They push past the Immortal. That one's theirs. Benny nearly gets killed by Vala, who wants to return the favor and go for the fight. But they have to give up the objective. And Urel died on the left side. Hazoorb showing no mercy there. Going for the kill. And of course, now it's the bot lane that's in trouble. We're talking 50% shield on a 22-minute Immortal. This is bad news for Team Ash. Yep, that's really bad news. 76,000 damage for Vala, 83,000 for Li Ming, 70k for Bambi, and here we go. They try, but they can't. They can't save this one. This is nearly impossible. 5v4, core on 58%, the keep pretty much gone already, and the Immortal still at 50% shield. There is absolutely no way you're recovering from this one. No, they're gonna go down in flames here. The Hardos are gonna take this. The Immortal alone can win it. Another nice dodge by my tribe, but it's not going to change the outcome of this game anymore. No, they try for more kills. Bishops is low. Benny is still playing out this battle with Vala, and he's finally winning it here. Denado is also dying. That's kill number 12 and 13, and the core is falling. That's game, everybody. 15 kills, 2-5. The Hardos with the 2-0 victory. They crown themselves the champion of qualifier number 6 as Team Ash loses on Battlefield of Eternity.
Thank you everybody for watching the video today. I hope that you enjoyed the show and the commentary. And keep in mind that the spoiler protection that is going to run for the rest of the video is made possible by all the support on patreon.com. So guys, if you want to support my work, if you want to help me start new projects and keep the spoiler protection in place, please consider heading over to patreon.com/Khaldor. There's also a link in the YouTube description, and check that out. Thanks in advance, and see you guys next time with more esports coverage here on Khaldor TV. Have a great day.